This small Hong Kong 20 cents coin changed a man's life forever. He earned $793,000 from a coin almost everyone ignored. Yes, you heard that right. $793,000 from a tiny piece of metal most people spend without even looking. And there is proof, a certified auction record and grading documents that confirmed its rare mint error and ultra-high-grade condition. Collectors called it a once-in-a-lifetime discovery. How did a simple 1998 coin reach that shocking value? What made it so special? And could a coin like this still be hiding in someone's pocket right now? Watch this full video carefully, because by the end, you'll understand exactly how he earned $793,000 and how you might recognize a treasure before it slips away. Today, we are diving deep into the fascinating story of the Hong Kong 20 cents 1998, a coin many people consider ordinary. At first glance, it looks simple: a scalloped edge, a golden tone, the elegant Bauhinia flower on one side, the bold 20 on the other. But sometimes the most ordinary-looking coins carry extraordinary secrets. And that's exactly what happened in this case. Collectors around the world were shocked when this specific type of coin began attracting serious attention. But what exactly were they seeing that others missed? The 1998 Hong Kong 20 cents was issued just 1 year after the historic 1997 handover of Hong Kong. That period was filled with transition, uncertainty, and massive global attention. Coin production during transitional years often creates unusual variations, small adjustments, and mint inconsistencies. And in the world of numismatics, those tiny differences can mean massive money. This particular era became extremely important for collectors who specialize in post-handover coinage. But what kind of differences are we talking about? Let's talk about design first. The obverse features the iconic Bauhinia flower, a powerful symbol of Hong Kong's identity. The reverse shows the large denomination 20 in the year 1998 with both English and Chinese inscriptions. The coin has a unique scalloped shape that already makes it stand out compared to round coins. It is struck in nickel brass, giving it that distinctive golden shine. But here's where things start to get interesting. Certain 1998 pieces were found with striking irregularities that completely changed their value. And this is where the real story begins. The man who made $793,000 didn't just find an ordinary circulated coin. He found a specimen that had 3 rare characteristics combined: an extremely high mint state grade, a dramatic off-center strike error, and a double die anomaly visible under magnification. The coin was submitted to a professional grading service, authenticated, encapsulated, and later sent to a major international auction house. When bidding started, collectors competed aggressively. Why? Because coins with multiple rare attributes almost never appear together in modern circulation issues. But how rare is rare? In coin collecting, rarity is determined by survival rate, condition, and demand. Millions of 1998 Hong Kong 20 cents coins were produced. However, only a tiny fraction survive in perfect uncirculated condition, and an even smaller number display significant mint errors. When you combine scarcity with condition, what experts call conditional rarity, the value can skyrocket. That specific coin received an elite mint state grade close to perfection. For modern coins, achieving that grade is incredibly difficult, but condition alone wasn't enough to create that explosion in value. The mint error played a major role. An off-center strike means the coin was misaligned during the minting process, creating a dramatic visual shift in the design. Add to that a visible doubling effect in the lettering, known as a double die error, and suddenly you have something collectors obsess over. Errors are fascinating because they represent mistakes that were never supposed to leave the mint. They are accidents that survived inspection, and collectors love owning something that technically shouldn't exist. But there's still another factor that pushed this coin into legendary territory: timing. The auction occurred during a surge of global interest in Asian numismatics. Wealthy collectors from multiple countries were actively seeking rare Hong Kong transitional era pieces. Competitive bidding drove the price higher and higher. What started as an estimated 5-figure listing quickly escalated beyond expectations. When the hammer finally dropped at $793,000, The room reportedly went silent for a moment. It was one of those auction results that people talk about for years. But could this ever happen again? Now let's be realistic. Most 1998 Hong Kong 20-cent coins are worth face value. If circulated and worn, they typically remain ordinary. However, there are certain qualities you must check carefully. Sharp, untouched luster, no scratches, strong strike details on the Bauhinia petals, perfectly formed numbers, and any visible misalignment or doubling. Even small rotational errors can increase interest. Using magnification and proper lighting is essential. Sometimes what looks normal to the naked eye reveals surprises under close inspection, and that's where opportunities begin. Another factor to consider is grading. A coin in raw form may look impressive, but without professional certification, high-end collectors hesitate. Grading services evaluate surface preservation, strike quality, luster, and eye appeal. A top-grade modern coin can multiply in value compared to a slightly lower grade. That's why condition control is critical. Storing coins in protective holders, avoiding fingerprints, and keeping them away from humidity can make a dramatic difference over time. Could someone right now be unknowingly damaging a future treasure? Historical context also adds value. Coins minted during political transitions often gain long-term collector demand. The late 1990s marked a defining moment for Hong Kong's identity and monetary system. As time passes, collectors tend to look back at those years with increased interest. Demand evolves. Rarity becomes clearer. Survival numbers shrink. What seems common today may feel scarce decades later, and smart collectors understand patience can be just as powerful as luck. But let me say something important. Not every story ends with hundreds of thousands of dollars. The reason this coin reached $793,000 was the perfect storm. Elite condition, dramatic mint error, verified authenticity, and intense auction competition. Remove one of those elements, and the price changes drastically. That's why research is everything. Study mint records, compare known varieties, follow auction archives. Knowledge transforms guessing into strategy, and strategy separates casual collectors from serious investors. Imagine finding one of these in your collection box tonight. Imagine checking it under magnification and noticing something unusual. A slight misalignment, doubled lettering, exceptional shine. Imagine sending it for grading and receiving a near-perfect score. That moment of anticipation, that waiting period, that email confirming certification, that possibility. This is why coin collecting isn't just a hobby. It's a treasure hunt hiding in plain sight. And sometimes history rewards the patient observer. So here's the question. Have you ever truly examined your coins, or have you been spending potential history without realizing it? The Hong Kong 20 cents 1998 may look ordinary, but under the right conditions, it has proven it can shock the world. Stories like the $793,000 sale remind us that value isn't always obvious at first glance. It hides in details. It hides in condition. It hides in mistakes. If you want to change your life, start paying attention to the small things, because sometimes small coins carry massive potential. And if you love discovering hidden value, rare errors, shocking auction results, and real collector stories, then subscribe to Spyder right now. Hit that subscribe button, turn on notifications, and join a community that refuses to ignore the extraordinary. Because the next life-changing coin might already be in your hands.